Hello everyone, and a warm welcome. Since we've been receiving so many questions across various categories, we've decided to create a video series where we'll answer the questions you leave in the comments, so we encourage you to ask your questions in the comments. What are you interested in? What specific topics or subjects would you like us to address for you? We will organize them into thematic blocks, then prepare, record, and present you with answers to your questions, concerns, and the topics on your mind. Today, we have a list of questions prepared regarding how our company operates, that is to say, everything you need to know about Hocomo. We'll be discussing how we operate, what we do, and the technology we utilize in our daily work. We are also preparing a series covering the world of investing, as well as the houses themselves, their construction methods, and the latest building technologies. We are going to be showing you all of this and filming it for you as we progress along the way. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along with us, and be sure to leave your comments below. Go ahead and ask us your questions so that we know what you're thinking and have plenty of material to work with. Now I'm going to move on to the card and get to the very first question. So how long exactly have you been in business? It has been 2.5 years since we started. How many homes have you managed to sell in that time? We have sold nearly 200 homes, and 80% have already been handed over to our clients. This brings us to the main question. What exactly is a modular house? Imagine what innovative technology is behind it. So, a modular house is basically just frame construction, but in a version that we can prefabricate in a factory and deliver ready-made to the client's site. The difference is that we don't build on site, and that in turn has many advantages. First of all, we're much faster. Furthermore, we are fully aware that the local weather conditions are often subject to change. The material wood is also subject to weather conditions. It's sensitive to them, so it's better to do it under a roof, transport the finished pieces to the site, and assemble them there, rather than working out in the open, so that moisture and other factors don't affect the raw material the house is built from. In other words, modular technology. Simply put, we can describe this as a specialized framing technology, meticulously manufactured in a controlled factory environment, then transported in modules directly to the construction site, where the structure is finally assembled. Could you tell me exactly what materials you are using for this? We definitely make it a point to use only certified materials. These are certainly not cheap, low-quality materials purchased without proper invoices, but rather everything is fully certified. At the end of the project, everything is delivered in a binder, along with all the warranty cards and the official certificates for the materials that were used. This leads us to the next important question regarding our warranty, and that is why we offer such an extensive warranty, because we use only proven suppliers and materials. So what are our production capabilities? Currently, 120 houses per year is the total volume we are able to deliver. Obviously, not all houses are the same, because if you compare 35 square meter single-story house to a 70 square meter two-story house, they're two completely different things. We calculate them differently here. To answer precisely, 120 houses, 35 square meters. Do we finish the houses, and then what is the standard? It's a developer shell. We offer turnkey finishing at the investor's request, with the standard price available in the configurator, which we will also go through. This is the developer standard, meaning the building's exterior, including the facade and glazing, is complete. It is a fully enclosed state from the outside, indistinguishable from a finished building. Inside, however, we leave the OSB floor properly protected with waterproofing, and the walls are finished with drywall or spruce paneling, depending on what is chosen. Of course, there is insulation in the walls, and all the plumbing and electrical installations are in place. So this house is ready for the finishing stage, much like buying a new apartment from a developer. And as for the finishing work, yes, we handle that. Finishing standards vary quite a bit depending on your specific needs. Our team can manage the entire project or just a part, depending on your desired scope of collaboration. To answer your question, do we operate throughout all of Poland? Yes, we cover all of Poland. This makes it easier to show you these homes via our online configurator, the first of its kind on the Polish market, a real achievement. Is there anywhere else we can see our houses besides the factory in Zielonka? Movishi, Neko, you actually can. Open days are organized in almost every province now. We invite you to Wrocław on the upcoming 2nd and 3rd of December. We'll be showing a house with a mezzanine there. Subscribe to the channel and visit our website to check our schedule for other regions and see which houses we'll be showcasing there. We also have showrooms all over Poland, so we can show you these houses in locations other than just Zielonka. Can you visit the production facility? We are currently organizing a series of open days, much like the ones we held on the 7th, 8th and 9th of October, I believe. During the trade fair, we also held open days at our factory, where we gave you a behind-the-scenes look at everything. What are the uses for modular homes? Well, first of all, for recreation. You can buy a small house or a large one and place it on your plot of land. It can serve as a vacation home for weekends or for a week-long stay. Anyway, it's a recreational one. You can also live in a house like this all year round with proper insulation. Our buildings they meet the requirements for a building permit, so there's also no, you can enjoy full comfort in such a house all year round. Additionally, commercial properties are offices, mostly various service premises. We also handle such investments. We also build community centers for municipalities using this modular technology. Additionally, you can expand your existing traditional home by adding 1 or 2 modules using our technology, meaning you can add an extension to a standard or timber frame house using our modular system. You can also turn this into a sauna, a recreation area, or a gym. Basically, any kind of use, including recreational, is covered. Can the price change after the contract is signed? It's not possible. We have a policy here where we guarantee the price to the client. And never in our company's history have we raised the client's price because we were caught off guard by the market situation. Material prices have gone up, there's a shortage of materials, and we've been through all the other scenarios too. However, we didn't raise the prices of these materials under any circumstances. Our clients were surprised to such an extent. They asked during the COVID pandemic, when there was such a sharp hike in prices, how we managed it, because many contractors were having real trouble then. But we came through it completely unscathed. Are you going to raise your prices now? We are constantly adjusting our pricing structures to remain in alignment with the ever-changing conditions of the market. However, once you have officially purchased your new home, the price is locked in, we must adapt to the market as the costs for fuel, electricity and raw materials fluctuate with every single delivery we receive. However, once you have officially signed the contract, it comes with a price guarantee. So the price is locked in and fixed after signing, but it can certainly change at any time before that. Now, can modular homes be used as investment products? The answer is absolutely yes. And if you follow our channel, you'll also see a whole series dedicated to investments. We'll cover house flipping, investments, things like short-term rentals, long-term rentals of houses, basically everything that's been possible to do so far when it comes to real estate investing. You can apply the same logic to houses and just do it with us. There are a lot of variables involved, like legislation, land subdivision, the land itself, and getting utilities connected. So there are a lot of factors to consider. It's better to do it with someone who knows their stuff. We have been down this road many times before, so we would like to invite anyone who is interested to please get in touch with us. We'll be assisting you with all the necessary paperwork. That depends on your path. A simple notification or a full building permit. You can simply register it as a recreational building. We'll adapt to your preference and handle every piece of paperwork from A to Z. We also coordinate the architect, structural engineer, soil tests, and all technical variables, taking the entire burden off your shoulders. With just one power of attorney, we are fully equipped to handle everything else. Now, you might wonder, what kind of guarantee do we offer. As our standard policy, we provide a solid 5-year developer's warranty. We have recently made some improvements to our technology, and for specific packages within our configurator, we are now providing a full 10-year warranty. I believe this is a truly novel development, particularly here within our country. While this has been the established standard throughout the West for some time, we are now aligning our own practices with the high standards that you would typically find in regions like Scandinavia. Could you please tell me where I can find our offer, and could you explain how the website configurator is supposed to work? Let's answer that. Now, as soon as you visit our website, you'll find plenty of buttons that will lead you to our configurator tool. If you're using the desktop version, you'll see a large image that updates in real time, and a panel on the right side that you can use to select the type and model of the house you're interested in. For example, a 35 square meter one with a mezzanine up to 70 square meters. It also has its variations, as there are different layouts for these houses. One will be rectangular, another Z-shaped, and a third will be something else entirely. So that's why there are so many options. And then once you've chosen the house you're interested in and its model, you move on to the detailed configuration, where you decide on the level of finish for the house. How will it be heated? Will we be building a terrace or not? Will we be laying the foundation or not? Additionally, you will also need to specify the precise distance in kilometers from our location here to your designated investment site. And so, to put it in a nutshell, you will receive all of that information bundled together in a comprehensive email summary once you have finished the entire configuration process. The full configuration you created is there. You don't need to contact us or send any additional inquiries. You simply receive the quote automatically via email. And how long is the configuration quote valid for? The configuration quote is actually valid until the moment prices change, which means until you perform another configuration. So it is possible that this price might fluctuate on our end. However, it is our standard company policy to always notify our valued clients whenever any price increases are being planned. And this isn't a marketing ploy, but an actual measure that is being implemented. We have information from suppliers about planned price hikes, about planned hikes in raw materials, and we also communicate that, for example, the price will change from the 1st or it will change from the 15th. The situation can be dynamic, so we are adapting and communicating accordingly. Listen, you've completed the configuration. Everyone who completed their configuration by today still has the price guarantee for a week or two, right? Or a month, depending on what the time frame is. After that time, it will no longer be possible to take advantage of this offer. You'll have to redo the configuration. How does the process work? How does the contract signing process work? What is the contract signing process? Once the configuration is complete, we will get in touch with you, or you can reach out to us regarding a quote for your chosen house model. In short, the configuration you've created is the exact product we will deliver to you. We'll sign a contract for that, and then we'll begin the entire process. So after the contract is signed, we'll have further consultations with an architect. We draw up plans, change partition walls, and make some adjustments regarding windows and the room layout. And then that project goes to the architect for submission. The topic is very broad, so I think we'll do a separate Q&A on it, because there are many different procedures for submitting a house project. There are also plenty of options you can explore and discuss with our staff. That's why I'm saving that for a separate episode, which I invite you to watch. Follow the channel and leave your questions in the comments about what else you'd like to hear from us. See you next time. O czym chcielibyście jeszcze od nas usłyszeć? Do zobaczenia.